So far, we have dealt with the asset side of a firm's balance sheet. We provided a detailed description that allowed us to understand how most types of assets function, and we even discussed some subtleties involved. It is time to continue with the liabilities side. We will start with trade payables, and will then continue with non-current liabilities. Right. So, trade payables. The money we owe to suppliers for purchases we have made and have not paid. We have received the goods or services we've ordered, but the vendor has not received our payment, so we owe them the agreed amount. Naturally, as we said earlier, this is a short-term debt representing a liability. Typically, trade payables are paid in 180 days or less. In reality, most vendors wouldn't go beyond 30 days. Why would a company postpone the payment of goods it has purchased? Well, we said trade receivables are an investment, right? Our cash is blocked until customers pay us back, and then they typically buy other goods on credit, and a certain amount of money remains in customers' hands. In this case, it is the opposite. We work with other people's money, and usually we don't pay interest to do that. Of course, that's beneficial to a business. Everyone likes financing at 0% interest, right? So, offsetting the amount we've invested in trade receivables with the amount we owe suppliers is great. But it's difficult. Suppliers are cautious when selling goods on credit. They are trying to optimize their working capital too. It all comes down to leverage. Who is more desperate to make a deal? If your firm is small and tries to negotiate a deal with P&G, it will likely have to accept their payment terms without negotiating too much. If you work for Walmart or Tesco, you can certainly pay them much later, as they can't afford to lose you as a customer. So, the two main factors driving payment terms are mostly bargaining power and availability of alternatives. We shouldn't forget to mention interest charges. Some vendors will likely try to include a clause that penalizes us when delaying their payment. Such interest payments can be rather heavy, and we must be careful with such agreements. Okay, good. In our next lesson, we'll talk about the difference between accounts payable and notes payable. Thanks for watching.